Money in my pocket and my wrist on freeze. All the places I go, everybody know me. I'm fresh, I'm fresh, I'm fresh. Yeah, baby, I'm fresh.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome y'all to the show. I'm here today. This is the name of our show today is as you know, this show is called What's the Word? So we be coming on What's the Word? So the word is today I got my homegirl in the building. I got Truth Supreme in the building.
Detroit.
Yes.
In the building. It's so good to be here.
Oh man, it's always a pleasure to have you. I know she came all the way from Las Vegas, and I tell you every time when you come into town, stop by, give us the latest on what you got going on, what you doing, because we want to know.
Oh, they don't even know how much we go back.
Right, come on now.
Oh, how I got my first movie deal.
Yeah, come on now.
Sitting in your radio station that was popping over there. It was in the shops. What's the
Grand River Greenfield?
Grand River Greenfield.
Yeah, we was in the Tower Center.
Tower Center, and you've been doing this for so long. You've always put me in good positions. You've always, made sure I was shaking hands with the right people back then to make, boost my career. You believed in me. So I'm always going to come drop an exclusive. This is actually my second interview in town of promoting my docuseries, Memoirs from the Truth. It is a 3-episode series, but we're coming out with episode 1. We're doing the last touches on it. I'm starting to really see like the love and support behind people.
Yeah.
It's been a 3-year journey.
So that's 12, 20, 12, 21.
12. I ain't telling you. You gotta get that. My birthday.
Well, her birthday. Your birthday is around that time.
Right. So, but it's gonna be December 2021. Yes.
Okay, December 2021. And I'm definitely interested because I was watching some footage of you on Instagram. You was talking about it, and I seen you in town. You was talking about it. I know we've been talking about this for a minute too, as well. Mm-hmm. And the importance of your memoir, and people don't know because you've done a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Give us a brief summary of what is to expect.
Realness. Like I'm giving the blueprint to the Detroit hustle. Like It starts home. I'm really pushing it because I know how much it means to me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like for people to see the love I'm giving to us. It's not about me, it's about we. This is for us. And it's just my version of the love. You know what I'm saying? I really grew a team in this docuseries. I really grew ambition in this docuseries, and we still working. You know what I'm saying? It's more to come. I want people to perceive it from a personal perspective. So when they watch it, which is dropping also just another drop, Amazon Prime.
Hey,
dropping on Amazon Prime. We getting the blue check. So definitely, that's how the quality gonna be. We up there with stars, power. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Plug love. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mogul Films. You know what I'm saying? So we up there with the greats. So everybody that's a part of this, every drop is going into its own promo reel to showcase the premiere. Now we're trying to do a private screening, so I'm going to rent out a theater and do a private screening with my people like you, other podcasts I did, my homie Arthur, all of my people that are close to me that was on the project. We're going to do a private screening. Then I'm going to rent out a movie theater.
Okay.
So it will be like an Imagine premiere, but we're only going to release the first episode at the premiere. Okay. They're going to have to go Amazon Prime and get the rest.
Get the rest of it, yeah.
Yes, but that's an exclusive. This is my whole rollout this is the first podcast I've gotten on to express what I'm actually doing.
And I'm so proud of you for this because I remember 2000 and it was a while back, I guess. We were talking about it, you know what I mean? And then when I came out of Vegas, we was out there, you mentioned it to me. You said, well, I'm going back down there because I'm going to be working on my docuseries, you know? And to see how far you have come. My thing with you is this here. I've never seen you give up on anything. If your mind is set to do something, you're going to do it. Like, what is your key philosophy in life that keeps you motivated?
I'm doing things with grace now.
Yeah.
Like, that's what matters most to me. Because I have an agenda to succeed in my purpose. And people about to see a whole nother side of me.
Yeah.
I guess you could kind of say I'm telling people to get ready.
Get ready.
Because I'm coming.
Yeah.
I'm coming. That's the most supreme I can ever be.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm coming hard. And it's a beautiful it's a beautiful documentary. Like, honestly, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of my team. I'm proud of my connections that I've had to even roll this out in my way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm really big on less is more. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
plenty of us. And, like, the way we've elevated and you've helped elevate my career, it's going to get to where it's going to get to.
Exactly. I mean, because I see your drive, I see your tenacity, and I love the way you intermingle with other people, and how you always setting out something for not just myself, but this is for everybody. If you want to be a part of this, you know what I mean. If not, cool. There's no love lost. But if you want to be a part of something great, I'm open to it. You know what I mean. You always been that. You know. And when we talk about Truth Supreme, now I want to get into that a little bit, because when we talk about Truth Supreme, you know, I don't hear too many young women today speaking about that naturalness, that supreme being, that walking into that natural. Explain it to us. Your name. Explain it to us for a second.
Oh, my name is so crazy. It came from a spiritual place. Like, I adapted truth, I feel, through a higher vibration of what I could relate in life. And as the word truth evolved, because everybody always says, like, let me tell my truth. Now, when I grew up, truth was facts, no question, no contest. But now you have to explain the type of truth that you are. Everybody has their own version of truth. I live in the supreme version of truth. And I feel like God gave me this really dope name, because it's like, heavy does lie the crown. My good homie Arthur says that a lot, about the weight you carry with who you are. And I am not just a name, I am acting on that name.
Exactly.
So it's an essence at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So the supreme truth came from a higher level being, and it evolved. Like, I was the supreme truth to the universe, but it evolved in me from levels. You
had to go through the process.
Yes. To know all of.
So you would call that's like the process of evolution.
Awakening.
The process of change.
Yes, accepting change. Change is uncomfortable. Change is different.
Yes.
But change is inevitable.
Yes.
We grow. We literally never stop learning till the day we die. There's still something to learn. So, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is evolving in their own versions, in their own states in front of us. And I've learned to, you know, adapt to good energy, real energy. That's what promotes me to be able to be an enlightened being. And you know what I'm saying? Understanding the way of the world is definitely a way you have to hold, especially to do it with grace. To do it with grace, that definitely is what you call talent in a world full of chaos.
Wow, I love that was perfectly well said, because, and especially when you look at what is the new norm today, is what is unnatural in real life. You know what I mean? So people fall in love with the fictitious part of an illusion, I would say it would be. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, even being a rap artist, you speaking about your life, or maybe create a story like Tupac did. When you talk about Tupac, he created a story and he related to everybody. Although he might not have been through those experiences, all of them, but he still related to the people. If Brenda's had a baby and things like that, you know. I find myself when I see you and I watch you on Instagram and stuff like that, I see you on, because I know you love cooking.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
I haven't been shoving it up like I used to. Like, you know, I've been working on this docu-series I've been putting in all that time. But, yes, I still love cooking. I don't do it as if people don't know that, but I used to personal chef. When I was out here starting out in Vegas, let me tell you, this gonna get real. Like, y'all gonna see the supreme being in full action in the flesh. Because I tell you, like, you know me. Like, yes. When I first moved out to Vegas, you know what I'm saying, we all still creatives trying to make it to the top. So I had my little struggle duggles. Yeah. And then I made sure I was doing that Detroit hustle in Vegas. And I was a personal chef. I was doing an Airbnb out my 2-bedroom condo.
I remember that.
I was working for the World Trade Center as a visual merchandiser and trying to model and write a script. Stop playing with me.
Come on, what? Come on, now.
You see, the ad was in the movie. Yeah. And shot a whole movie with you.
Yeah.
In the midst of literally being a cook. Remember, I cooked for everybody after we shot. I I
cooked for everybody a feast. We had steak. We had everything.
Chicken, fried chicken. Man. I said, don't eat that chicken though. That chicken that he bought. Remember when old dude wanted to eat the chicken so bad, and it was like a bad bag of Tyson wings.
Yeah, you
and I was like, don't
eat
that. I didn't even cook it. I'm like, this is why I don't buy packaged foods
meat.
anymore.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get to talking about that because that's a big thing that I'm on as a health advocate. And I've been wanting to use my platform a lot too to talk about this crate challenge. I just found out on another podcast somebody died from following the wave, following the trend. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I think it broke his neck or something like that.
Yeah, and I'm like, why did we do this as a people? Like, it was all races, mostly black people I've seen doing this crazy, stupid challenge.
I said a post a sister had made. She said that it's funny how we can all come together to stack crates and watch each other fall, but we can't stack bread. We can't stack money. We can't, build bread together to help each other up. You know what I mean?
That's so true. Like the way people was like kicking people down while they was at the top, making it a joke. Like that show you how people was pulling out a crate. That'll show you life right now. Right as you climbing, it's somebody coming out of nowhere.
Oh my God! Come on now.
Somebody's coming out of nowhere hating on you.
Wow! And finna snatch your crate right from under your feet.
And the one woman I saw that made it was a black woman wearing heels.
She made it across it with heels?
She made across it. It was on Shade Room all the way to the top, step by step. It was a black woman in heels. Only one I seen made it. Everybody else, like, they was like running off, or they'll get to the top and it'll still fall. This shit trended, and every time I said this shit's so stupid, and the one person that mastered the balance in heels was a black guy. I also got a special guest for you guys to tune in to. You need to know him. This is my King Arthur. He has a dope story. He's also in the industry. He also has a message. So anytime I have my people with me that are doing dope stuff, it's like a musician, your artist. Like, this is about me, but I got this dope team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Meet them. So I want to make sure you guys meet him.
But that's you. I mean, ever since I've known you, you've always wanted to share whatever it is that you have. It doesn't even matter. The platform or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like you want other people to be a part of it, because it's something about when you find a person of color that cares about other people of color, push them forward, and put them in a position to be able to push forward. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's a real big character that I see in you that just comes out. I can say, if I call Truth, hey Truth, come down to the radio station, or tell them whatever, Truth is coming with somebody, and then when she brings somebody, it's not gonna be somebody that's not about that business.
Right?
Because I know last time you came, you had Lucy. You had Lucy with you.
I said I have dope friends, and like I want them to know, because your friends, you are who you hang around.
Yes.
That's why I say you are who you hang around, and like I don't see size, I don't see all that. I see energy at this point in my life. So that's a different level, another level, and you know what I'm saying. And I be telling people, like, you know what I'm saying, everybody has genius level talent. Jay-Z, I say this in every interview. Everybody has genius level talent. You just have to tap into that and utilize it to its fullest capability. We all have this aura to do this. And I see that now that we have a lot of youth out here that wants to be rappers, artists, designers, singers. They don't want to just be the doctors, lawyers, police officers, and things like that. So we have to step up and give them a better example, because I have watched in the background, and they are tainting these kids' minds. That's why I need my friends to get in front of this camera and tell their story and change the narrative. Okay, if we're gonna do this, a lot of people lay dormant. A lot of my friends, we got this hustle. Most of them, you see, they are from Detroit. Yeah. My dope friends, they're from Detroit. So when we come together, it's always this certain vibe of support.
Now, what do you think? Do you think that by having so many entertainment youth want to be in entertainment, and instead of police officers or scientists or whatever, engineers to develop certain things, how do you think that or do you think that it would have some type of negative effect on us 20 years down the line or so?
It could, yes. That's why I'm into self-care. and I'm into finding balance, like within, like it's so crazy. Me and my community been having this conversation on when to be a whole, like a feeling like you're in a capability of self-healing and when you still need assistance. Because I told people, I say the same example, if you break your arm, you're not going to the wood and putting it back in place. You're going to the emergency room and you're going to get stitches. You know what I'm saying? Herbs and holistic healing it's used in its essence.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and I think a lot of people are, with these times, they have been getting forced to use a lot of Western medicine, and because they're scared. One thing I think we're forgetting through this pandemic, that we can self-heal. You know what I'm saying? Like the doctors are there to put it back in place. Your body got to do the rest of the work. You know what I'm saying? You have to find balance. And in terms of this world full of health paranoia, you know what I'm saying? Even people that are trying to get healthy, you have to do the work. You have to, you know what I'm saying, read up and get this information on what type of herbs do what. You know what I'm saying? You can't just think you're going to drink a kombucha drink or a tea every day that's going to clear all your problems.
Right. And you know what I found? That one of the things that helped, I didn't realize that this was a simple thing in life that helps with a healing process, or, you know, when your body is changing as we get older, is you have to get regular massages. See, I didn't know about that. I didn't know the importance of a massage.
Oh, yes. I get them once a month. And with all of these changes with the medical system, the politics, we have to learn to still self-adapt. We are the God's greatest creations.
Wow. And what do you think about while we're on that topic, what do you think about the vaccination shots? Do you think that people should get vaccinated? Have you been vaccinated? Or?
You are the first person to ask me this. And I never really personally told my platform my importance about it. This vaccine confuses me because I've seen it, the announcement in levels. I don't really watch the news all the time. I get into certain news sites that keep me slightly aware, like straight to the point of what's going on in the world. Like, I'm not a CNN type of girl or anything like that. I'll hear it there to see the topics and where we're going with it, but I'm not really invested in socially talking about it because it is a freedom of choice for me.
Okay.
Because I believe that it's going to work based off of what the person has perceived.
Wow. Okay.
To do. But when you take something that was supposed to be perceived when it came out as the absolute cure, and then it faded slowly down to, it's supposed to help you build your immune system, the knowledge of this has depleted to me where I'm not comfortable to take it.
Right, okay.
To me. And I've been doing herbal studies and herbal healing for the past couple months, and I definitely, that's not the move for me.
Well, that was a genius answer, because you really broke that down in perspective of saying, you know, if there's something for you, then it's whatever your mind perceives. But at this point in time, it just have not clarified to me enough information.
Yes.
For it to go into my body.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
But I just told my people today too, your body is your temple. We don't know what's going on with you. Some people are taking it for a mental stimulus more than anything.
Wow.
To feel stronger again. I don't believe that we are weaker at any point because this virus has hit the land. I still believe that we are strong enough to fight things naturally.
Yeah.
And that's just that's personally how I perceive my body.
Yeah.
And a lot of my peers perceive their bodies to be able to still self-heal.
Right. And you appear to be very conscious when it comes to self-healing. As long as I've known you, you've been on that wave of self-healing. And I don't think I've ever seen you sick of them. I don't think I've ever seen you sick of anything like that. I see you ready to go, and it's something going on, you know.
Let it stay like that for 100 more years. Thank God you said that, because I really got so much involved into holistic healing, herbal healing, and it's really all about your curiosity on how you want to live your life. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it has to be a choice. It is a transition. I've literally transitioned my whole eating habits. I don't eat beef. I don't eat pork. You know what I'm saying? To each his own, though.
Yeah.
What works for me works for me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But to the next person, it's all about a mind thing. So in saying all that, I've really evolved into a more self-aware person. Like self-care, I'm 32. Like self-care is important. I get massages once a month. I make sure I go get facials once a month. I make sure I go do something for me once a month, because you have to love yourself. And more self-love is not just a physical thing, it's a mental thing.
There's two questions that I do have for you that I want to expound on, because I want to know, what would you have to say, being 32 years old today, knowing what you know now, what would you say to the 18-year-old True Supreme? What would be the advice that you would give 18-year-old True Supreme?
Oh, wow, that's like deep. Ooh, 18-year-old me?
Yeah.
You got this.
Okay.
You got this. No matter what you feel, you're gonna make it. Let me tell you something. This docuseries did not, Memoirs from the Truth docuseries did not come overnight. It is 3 years in the making. Okay, that's a lot. And it was during a pandemic. So that I'm traveling back and forth. Like, I'm doing this on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, like, I'm for this. It's not gonna get done without me.
Amen. Yeah.
It's like I touch everything I put my name on. I'm there by it at this point. I learned. You said I was like a sharing person. I learned to be selective with that sharing. You have to protect your grace, and then sometimes people don't deserve you. Yeah. And as you elevate and go further, you have to be good with letting go of all things.
Okay.
That's why I got to fasting. You know what I'm saying? I started. A lot of people don't understand fasting and start learning to let things go. Yeah. Because it's hard. Everybody's clinging on to something, and it's gonna weigh you down. I've learned in life, you gotta learn how to let things go, and that's everything. Because you gotta remember, you gotta be here. You got a story to tell. You got something, you gotta leave your mark on this world. Don't cut it short.
Right, exactly.
Because it's looking like from social media, they need people like me and my friends, because the influence, we are not being gods and we're not being kings and queens and not living in our purpose if we don't start stepping up. We can't keep complaining about these other people doing it. And we right here. What we doing? Wait, retire at 32? No.
Yes, yeah.
We got to get it going. Y'all, we done had a good dormant little chill time. Get out here and tell your message. So I want to introduce King Arthur to the podcast. This is like a super exclusive.
My name is King Arthur. I am a survivor of 8 shots. I do a lot. I play chess. I run a chess organization. And I actually work inside of like youth centers and schools, working with the youth, doing a lot of youth activities and program development, should I say.
Oh, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. How did you get involved into that?
Well, my great brother, Brother Horn, Chris Horn, he had the opportunity working with the Future Project. And they was a partner with Cass Technical High School. Yes. And he had a position available for me to be an apprentice. So he believed in me before I actually believed in myself. And he gave me the opportunity for me to just come in there and just be around the students and for them to feel my energy and just me to be able to share my story with them. Yeah. And once he gave me the opportunity, I fell in love with it.
Wow. Yeah. Because there's something about watching those minds just really be so innocent to the world and what's going on around them, and you want to protect them, and you want to equip them with necessary tools to be able to survive. Like, you know, because sometimes we can take life for granted, you know, and we're not really truly understanding the whole totality of it. So when you say a survivor of 8 shots, give us a brief synopsis of what happened and how you. Kind of, you know, how you overcame that.
Okay, so I was in a 2-way robbery. So I was trying to rob you, and at the same time, you were trying to rob me. And it was the first time I had ever been in a situation like this. I've always been a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, I trained for boxing before getting shot. So I've always been a fighter, but I was put in a situation to where I allowed in my mind to think that I had no better option than to rob someone. Although I never done this, I feel like this is my best option. And I basically tried to hit a lick and the lick hit back. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was with 3 other people, and the people who shot me left me, and the people who I was with left me. But it was actually the best thing that could have happened, though, because I was able to be with self, and I tell people all the time that, of course, you get hit in certain places that you are in no control of it.
Right.
Main artery, your brain or something, you're going to bleed out. You know what I'm saying? There's no control that you have. But a lot of times we kill ourselves faster than what our body actually do with our mind. You know what I'm saying? From the way we think. And had they would have came back for me, then that would have put me in the panicking stage because they automatically would have panicked.
Right.
They left because they ultimately panicked. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
And me being there by myself, I was able to lay there and tell myself, like, breathe, relax, stay calm, you got this, you ain't going out like this. You know what I'm saying? I was able to think about my loved ones. And literally, I still don't know who called the ambulance, but I know who sent them. You get what I'm saying? Because out of nowhere, they arrived. And once they arrived, it was like a feeling of relief. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, I can get through this. I'm really going to get through this. What I've told myself is actually going to come. But the whole time when I was shot, I didn't know where I was shot or how many times I was shot. I just knew I was shot and I couldn't feel my legs. From the waist down, I knew I was done. You get what I'm saying? So when I got on the ambulance and they started to discover how many times I was shot, that was the first time I began to go into panic. You get what I'm saying? And they just started discovering bullet wound after bullet wound after bullet wound. Like, they was cutting me, like, cutting all the clothes off of me. You feel me? Completely naked and whatnot. Shooting the IV in me, you know what I'm saying? Getting everything, doing a little hospital talk. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I grabbed the nearest paramedic. Hey, you feel me? Talk to me and let me know what this about to be. He said, we can't discuss that type of conversation, but we're going to do everything in our power. I said, bro, you can talk to me. He said, it doesn't look good, but we're going to do everything in our power. At that moment, I laid with my arm across my head the whole time, just talking to my ideal of what I thought God was. And I was just saying, like, man, if it's my time to go, set me into heaven, you know, because religion teach you so much, especially from a child, that, you know what I'm saying, you're supposed to repent or you're going to hell. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I thought this was my one chance that you get before you about to die. You know what I'm saying? That moment that everybody will want to repent so that they could get that acceptance into heaven. That was my little moment. You get what I'm saying? But nothing changed. I appeared in the ER room. You get what I'm saying? So in the ER room, this was the first time I went into shock. My body had started to go into shock, shaking. This was the first time that I actually thought that I was going to die. You know what I'm saying? The first time I panicked was when they discovered how many times I was shot. The first time that I thought that I was actually going to die was when my whole body went in shock. So I'm laid on the bed. I'm in no control. I'm just laying here and my whole body just take off shaking. And I'm like, what is that? What is that? What is going on? They like, your body is not responding the way it's supposed to. You get what I'm saying? This is natural or this is normal, but you get what I'm saying? Like, your body not functioning the way it's supposed to. First time I cried was when I was in a waiting room to go into my surgery, and a white guy, he came in with a clipboard and said, I need you to sign this paper. I said, what is this that I'm signing? He said, basically, if you die, it's not our fault. And he said it so nonchalantly. And that was the first time I felt defeated. You know what I'm saying? Like, crushed ultimately in life. Because here it is, my life is in your hands and you tell me some shit like this.
Right.
And you don't even know. If I wasn't in this condition, I would whoop your motherfucking ass. That's how I feel for real. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's nothing that I can do. So I can't think about what I would do if this didn't happen. I gotta accept that this has happened. So once I made it out of the surgery, and once I made it like through therapy, the mental that I had to accept was that it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just was a dream. I just wanted to wake up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't really accept that this shit happened to me. You feel me? I ain't in no wheelchair. I'm 19 years old. I'm a dance major. You feel me? I ran a 4.4 and a 40. You know what I'm saying? I could jump over people. You know what I'm saying? All type of shit.
Right.
This is not for me. This is a dream. You know what I'm saying? And I go by 3 A rules: acknowledge, accept, and accomplish. You feel me? And I had to acknowledge it by stop saying that this is a dream. this shit ain't no dream, bro. You woke up, you feel me? And you gonna keep waking up, and you gonna have to wake your mind up to accept that this is happening.
This is the new reality.
I can't accept this new reality until I acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You feel me? And when I accept it, then I can accomplish, you feel me, the new beginning.
Right,
You feel me? So I was really in that wheelchair, and I was stuck for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I was still in that wheelchair for 3.5 years. But even when I first got out of the wheelchair, I still just didn't know who I was. You know what I'm saying? And what direction of what my purpose was. You feel me? But I just always went with what I felt my heart was leading me to do. You feel me? I don't go with the word try. I don't even allow my friends to use the word try.
Correct me all the time.
Every time. Because it's all about what you do.
Yeah.
Only thing that matters in life is what you do. So I wanted that to be what I'm known for what I do, not for what I did. I accomplished that already.
Yeah.
So let that be that. You know what I'm saying? Now what I do, since I've accomplished that, that's gonna supersede all that.
Yeah,
so let that be that.
Yeah.
And get with me where I'm at here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The dope thing about Arthur, how me and Arthur's relationship came to be in terms of like doing this whole industry inspiration, I guess you can call it, for my crew. Because we also got Lucy Luja. She's still doing great things at Lucy Luja on Instagram. I always show love to her too.
That's my girl. She's doing her thing.
She's doing Pride Week this year, so she got booked for that for Detroit Pride Week. So
that's dope.
Shout out to her. That's big. You know what I'm saying? We all got great things. Arthur has a book coming out.
I do.
All right.
Tell him about your book. But Arthur worked as the first camera guy for my docuseries.
Hey, come on now.
So this is how I said it's a family, you know.
Yeah.
My team, we come together. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always like it's such a great feeling. And once I heard his story, I said, "Oh, people need to know this."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
a different. And then you got to understand, it's for the people that are growing up in the minorities, that are listening to all these rappers that want to be rappers or want to be gang banging and all that type of stuff. This is the evolution of change.
And that's good because we do a lot with the schools as well. We did with Cass and all of that. So we do school tours. Okay. And so we bring some of we bring some of their idol celebrities in. Like we have Dame Dot come in, Rocky B, or different people like that. 42 Doug, he been a part of it. Peasy and stuff like that. But then we also have a guest speaker, a person that comes and share that story with a person. And then I have one poet. She comes out. They love her. When she come out her poetry. But it's just different ways of getting into these children's minds and inspiring them in different ways to where, like, when they hear a story, they're like. And then they can reach out. They can get in touch through Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That makes it much more because you'd be amazed how many of these children they still reach out to us through Instagram and stuff like that.
It's not even just children though. Like I have so many people that will DM me that I've given them my telephone number. We talk constantly. They ask questions after questions, and it could be some uncomfortable questions, like you know what I'm saying, some real uncomfortable questions. But I understand where they're coming from because I've been there.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And the platform, like I was speaking to earlier, we have to use it, you know what I'm saying? Because there's so many people that's watching.
Exactly.
And it's not even just the youth. You get what I'm saying? It's peer-to-peer.
Yeah.
We're under attack mentally, you know what I'm saying? And this matrix that we're in is getting more and more dangerous. And if we don't wake up and understand who we are and understand what is happening, and it ain't it happened 400 years ago or it happened to our generations, it's happening. And that's going to continue to happen. And it's getting more and more dangerous. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So our platforms is very, very powerful. You feel me?
Do you believe that? And I'm gonna just put it out there. Do you believe that in some way, some form of fashion, Hollywood leaks information through movies?
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Star Wars, iRobot, you got...
Because before we had internet, you gotta remember
Element,
Star Trek and all of it. They was using internet and
Marvel movies,
Skyping and all that type of stuff.
What's that one with Enemy of the
Transformers,
State?
Enemy of the State.
The They said these
us,
messages have been pushed since the City of Hope. If real Star Trekkies know, the first original movie is when they start sending messages that, you know what I'm saying, you gotta think about this. We live on Earth with orbits in space around the sun. We live on a planet.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I say we gotta stay in tune. We gotta start remembering. You know what I'm saying? I've never remembered me washing my hands this much in my life. If you want to say on topic of a conversation, it's like we were just having this whole powwow before we even started the podcast, because I listen to other podcasters. Yeah. Because now everything is digital. That's how you get your voice out. And I'll literally listen to people that like Will Smith, and there's this Buddhist guy that has a show, and he talks about success and making sure we have to stay mentally healthy. Making sure people need to say, yes, we understand, we're with you, because everybody's coming out with their own versions of truth of who they are. And you have to know how to deal with that now. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's getting into this health wave. Everybody's getting into it's always been there. It's just we didn't have a community now is talking so strong about making sure you get a lot of vitamin D, making sure you have good spiritual energy around you. Everybody's talking that I like your vibrations, I like your energy. That's code word in this music industry. It is. That's why I don't even listen to the same stuff I used to listen to anymore, unless it's like old school. Right. Really. Like it all is.
We just had an old school challenge earlier today.
Yeah.
Definitely won.
No, he didn't.
On the record.
No, he did not win whatsoever. He had 2 songs, and they wasn't even.
The chord,
I was on my little warm up, killed your 2 little requests. This is my
we gonna say that for. We gonna say that.
In his mind, he won, but in physically, he wasn't even close. Okay.
We're gonna have to get a taste of that one day and see that battle.
It's my game, and I am the reigning champion. He wasn't even close. I done went 11 rounds, 11 songs. So you came out with 2. And a possible 3 was just a roll of the dice.
So tell the reason why. Tell the reason why. And my 2 was fired. And then the cord messed up. Then she connected her phone on Bluetooth.
Yeah, this is what
I'm driving, so you might.
This is the essence of our friends. Like we talk about old school tracks and which one's the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talk about future gigs. Like Lucy's doing great things. Arthur's coming out with a book. We are black people, and we have to say, we doing great things on the low key, for real. On the low key, for real, but it's still in a humble way. We're great.
Humble way. Yeah. And I just feel like, just like you said, it ain't about me; it's about we. Mm-hmm. You know?
And I think that since I've learned so many things about how important podcasts are. They are. People need to start to turn the music off and listen to what we're saying.
Yes.
If you don't want to watch it, put me in your ear. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
You gotta think about the frequencies and the vibrations that music provides, though, as well. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when you listening to the music and those lyrics, and you accepting that into your, you know what I'm saying, into your own vibration, think about how you have to readjust your body or adjust your hearing when you turn the radio off.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
You have to come back. To that.
Offsetting your body.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like intentional direct jabs. Like even with just like how you said with Hollywood. It's not just with Hollywood, it's with the music as well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The interview you did yesterday with J-Rock, speaking about the Lil Nas X, you know what I'm saying? How it's like it's a mass attack. You get what I'm saying? It's a mass attack on the black man. You know what I'm saying?
It is, man.
On the black man to desensitize the masculinity in it, but you really have to define the masculinity within what the divine masculine is in order for us to really reform and really become the masculine, masculine black men that we're meant to be.
Yeah. And the thing is that one key thing that I see that has to happen, and that's why I always stay in position. you have to be in a position to make change. Like not black men are sad to say it's not a lot of us in position to make the change. So when we talk about police force and stuff like that, we don't have enough people come from where we from that have been through what we've been through that are now FBI agents or that are now police officers that understand what goes on in the hood or how to operate or how to function in the hood without the simple assaults or the murders that happens in the hood through police officers. My thing is we have to get more people in position to be able to make the change.
Well, I think it's not even about the position, getting people in position. Because if you ask me, I would defund the police. You get what I'm saying? And we need to understand community. We need to communalize more than anything. Because think about this, who holds the position? Even if they get a position, they still have a top dog, which ain't us. You get what I'm saying? So they're still going to be controlled. Yeah, they'll have some type of intel to give back to be able to help, but at the end of the day, it's still going to be only so much that they could do. But if we come together as one, you know what I'm saying? Your big, my big, and we put that shit together and we really build. That is what is really going to take.
Well, exactly. The best way to catch you is when you spread out than when you come together.
Exactly.
They're harder to see. So I definitely believe that.
Not in a pack, you know.
Yeah. Like I think the black community, we need to start pushing more of community acts and not just saying that phrase. You know what I'm saying? Like we be out here. Like Arthur works for Detroit Public Schools.
Well, I don't work for
work
Detroit
with.
Public Schools.
Sorry, the works with. Yes, touche. I'll put that on the boss. He works with and under his own company to inspire the youth. I give back tons and tons and tons of toys, books. I donate to certain charities. I do homeless food service every Tuesday in Vegas. My godmom runs this homeless grace. It's called Saving Grace, and we make home cooked meals with herbs and clean spirited, good energy food to the homeless every Tuesday in the heat.
Wow.
Yeah, the community.
Yeah, it be hot. It's hot out there.
Yeah, 109, 116. We out there. We don't care. We out there serving and we making sure we give back and do our part. We have to remember that we can't get so lost in fear and of what is out there. We need to start focusing on us.
We have to be able to hold. We have to be able to hold community accountable.
Absolutely.
That's why I think, and I think there's a lot of fear there when we talk about accountability, because there's a stigma in our communities of false ideologies that we grew up on. When it comes to one of the major false ideologies I know of is the game is to be sold, not told. No, you know what I mean. In every culture, when a couple of my friends are Cubanos, I'm saying, Cubans out of Southwest Detroit. When I go over their house, it's like they're it's different, you know what I mean, because coming into their household, they invite you to their house, you have to break bread, which means you have to eat. So you eat whatever the grandmother or the mom cooks. You can't say, well, I don't want to eat that, because that's a sign of disrespect in that culture. Right. Not to break bread with me, you too good to eat my food, So you eat, you talk like that, but they hold their community or their people accountable for false actions. You know what I mean? Like we have so many. Iraq has so many murders and shootouts in the city of Detroit, bro. It's sickening to me. To a point, it's like, okay, when do we come to a point to where it doesn't even have to result to this? You know what I mean? When do we get to that point to understand it? Like when I'm out and I'm driving in these trucks and I'm in some of these suburban areas and some of these places where they don't too much care for dark-skinned people coming up through here, you know what I mean? At all. And I think sometimes, like a lot of these people need to get out and see what the world really thinks of you, so you can come back and appreciate your people.
Right. Yes. I'm so for that. I believe that is very prevalent and a strong statement, because it means more people understand. Like that's so true. You really have to go out there and see what you ain't got and what you do got. Exactly.
It's like when you said when that doctor said that to you, that doctor didn't give You know what I'm saying? This is another shooting. This is another black guy. Yeah, you're probably gonna die, bro. Just sign this paperwork. Let's get going.
Let's get it going.
What?
That was the whole energy. And it was just like, you don't even know who I am.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. I felt so insulted. Like nigga, you saying this to me like I ain't me. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
at the end of the day, you weren't you in that moment.
I wasn't. But that's how I felt.
Yeah.
But I say that to say I had to destroy that mindset.
Yeah.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying?
Come on. Yeah.
But that was where the tears came from because of the pride of like, I can't believe this happened to me.
Yeah.
Like you saying this to me. You feel me? Like I'm unstoppable.
Yeah.
You saying this to me.
Yeah.
But look at me.
Yeah.
Look what this mindset I've got. You feel me? One wrong move has almost cost me my whole entire life. So from there, I learned that if I master my board, I can master my world.
Utilize your players.
So that got me involved in chess.
Yeah.
And when I got to playing chess, my whole mind, my whole life just changed.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It just
You
changed.
find it is a solace that comes with playing chess. It is a piece that comes with playing chess. And,
I played that chess was crazy because my dad introduced me to chess, and we had that black and red chess board that turned over. It could be the checkerboard. Yeah. And so it was the two pieces of one. He was like, we're gonna start out, and my dad was like, we're gonna see which one you like the best. And I was like, I played the checkers one, and the checkers one was so stupid to me. Like, I literally was like, Dad, this game is stupid. You just keep taking my pieces. Like, what? This is, it literally had no resonance with me. When he flipped over and played chess, he ended up buying me a glass chess table.
Yeah.
He sat and played. Like, I loved chess.
Yeah.
I loved chess. And then, like, once he passed away, life really became chess.
I mean, because in chess, you really becomes connected to them pieces.
Yes.
Like, you really become one with that piece. Like, I don't want to lose this pawn. I want to try to save him, but I know that I'm going to have to sacrifice a couple of these pawns so my bishop can get free, so my knight can go up in there and run loose. You know what I mean? So you got to put the whole plan together, but at the same time, somebody take one of your pieces, man. That's like being stabbed in the heart. It's like, oh, you know what I mean?
But see, that's another thing. Like, I had to learn with the board because playing like that, it got me a lot of losses.
Because you're trying to take another piece.
Because I was so focused on not losing a piece.
That's what did me in.
And when you focus on not losing the piece, you diminish your own value. All these pieces are meant to go except one.
Yes.
That's the king.
Nothing is more important than the king.
Nothing more important than the king, yep.
But the most powerful
is the queen.
Queen.
Can't do nothing without it.
Yeah.
That's like.
But only a wise king can lead a queen. Because that queen can get destroyed and taken just like any of these other pieces.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So don't put more value in the pieces other than the king. That's the main focus. You cannot lose that one. But however, you want to be strategic and tactical with how you move your pieces so that you won't lose these other pieces frivolously. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All this shit gotta go.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. If that's what it takes for me to accomplish this goal.
And take that kingdom over there.
You dig what I'm saying? And in life we get to move in and we lose sight of what the goal is. You know what I'm saying? We know what the importance of the goal is, and we know that we're only moving and doing all of these things that we're doing in life so that we can accomplish the goal. Yeah. But in somewhere in life, whether that be a woman, some opportunity that seemed like it was the perfect one, but really turned out to be the worst one. You know, some jewelry. You see all these things that will offset the vision, and they steer you left. You get what I'm saying? But just because you done went left don't mean that it's over. It don't mean that it's over. It mean that you just went left. Now you got to re-strategize.
Come on.
Yeah, you put yourself 3 steps back, but you can riddle yourself back up.
Yeah.
But a lot of people, I watch it. When I play chess, I take my board everywhere.
Yeah.
And when I put that board between me and another man or another woman, you feel me? I watch the way they open up to me in a way that they never would if we were just sitting there talking. You get what I'm saying? So when you re-strategize, or when you put in a situation, I lose my queen early and be like, damn, how did I do that? A lot of people will give up and like, start over. But you can re-strategize and you can get yourself back ahead.
Yeah, because I've won games after I've lost my queen early in the game. And I bounced back because I utilized them knights. I put them knights to work.
The thing is, it's harder.
It's harder to win with that queen.
The game when the queen is gone.
Without that queen,
that's the thing about losing your queen.
And
earlier.
what makes it harder is because now you have to focus.
Yeah.
You ain't got that. You don't got that chance to be or that option to be lackadaisical because you know your woman gonna be there to clean up your bullshit.
Right.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
The woman gone.
She gone. Nah, it's on me. I gotta provide for these little ones. I gotta make sure that they right, and I gotta make sure that they trained up right so that they can go out there and
go
do
to
what
war.
they gotta do. That means it's just you gotta dig deeper. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So now, just like you say, everybody got a genius level of
genius level talent.
The Jay-Z line, right? I say we all have this deep reservoir of strength within us, but not everyone can tap into it. Not everybody can tap into it because they instantly give up. You feel me? Or they simply don't know how to dig deep into it.
Now let me ask y'all a question. Because I find it so fascinating when we talk about high levels of vibrations and things like that. What do you think about? And this is the question. It's always been asked to me. But so what do you think about the animal kingdom? If you had to connect yourself in the animal kingdom, what would be the animal that lives inside of you?
Oh, that's such a good question. You have good questions. That should be crazy. You are good at this. That's why I like interviewing with you. It's always been that way every time we interview anybody.
It always
you got the good question.
Well, I appreciate
That's what
it.
makes a great podcaster.
Sure.
It's definitely the host and the questions they ask, and like for this to go long like this, because I watch podcasts all the time, and I can watch them for hours.
Mm-hmm.
I could just have it playing in my house, and like really, because you want to hear what's resonating with you.
Yeah,
that was such a good question. Arthur, you go first.
Listen,
I can't think of it.
That was a phenomenal question, right? But it's really outside of my realm. Like, I don't like animals. Or let me rephrase that. I grew up not liking animals. But the more that my mental have changed, the more I've grown to appreciate them.
Mm-hmm.
But not enough to where I know enough about them to say which one I will be.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? I think they say lions, they sleep like damn near 20 hours a day or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they hunt for like 4.
Mm-hmm.
And they like one of the most dominant
in the kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think I had to be I don't know, because I don't sleep for real. And they sleep for a long portion of the day. But the way I think of it is they so dominant within them 4 hours that they deserve them 20.
Right.
The way I think of that, it will make me want to be the lion.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that I have to go harder in order to be that lion. So I can't really say that I am the lion in the jungle. You feel me? I don't really know. That was a great ass question. You feel me?
Right, exactly.
I can't really. I don't know. I don't know who I'd be, bro. For real, to be honest.
I feel like I would be like a god, because I can't see myself being one thing. I would have to be able to transcend to multiple. I can see myself as, I'm a Sagittarius, so I love horses. I do consider myself a stallion. And I do believe I have the heart of the lion. I have courage. I got strength.
Okay.
And I definitely feel like I have a ferocious side, like a tiger.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I can really relate with cat-like nature.
Okay.
So, but I couldn't say I was that one thing at that one time. I feel like I would want to rule. So I would like to be able to master multiple forms of them.
Oh, no, that's beautiful.
That's beautiful. That's well put.
For sure.
So you would more so be like a mountain lion or something. You know what I'm saying?
Like those mystical beasts.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen one.
And I think mine would have been is I relate more to the and this is gonna be odd because I relate more to the hippopotamus.
You stupid.
Because the hippopotamus is the less messed with in the kingdom. You don't see a lot of.
He thought it.
That's
too,
good. And he had the most solid answer. He had the most solid answer. And he said they get the less bullshit, basically.
Yeah, you know, and you know they be in that water. There be all types of snakes and alligators around them, and they don't nothing to mess with them. Mm-hmm. A hippopotamus go out there, he gulp him up a couple of fish. You know what I'm saying? Then when he walks back to where he got to go, everything is in his way, moves out the way.
That's neat.
Like when you look at the animal kingdom, I've never seen a hippopotamus get attacked like I would do any other animals. You know, if I'm watching Animal Planet, I don't see a hippopotamus.
Even in movies when they portray hippopotamus, they because they're so big and like, they have that ferocious bite.
And see, that comes from like even when I was working out a lot, and when I used to be on the bench and I bench press, and we bench pressing enormous like stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, I get up under that weight, and you know, I'm like, okay, it's 450 pounds, okay, 450. I would channel that inner animal, right? Mm-hmm. I'm channeling this inner animal, you know what I'm saying? And what's coming into me is this hippopotamus, you know, and I don't know why, but it's just hippopotamus. And they are strong beasts, you know what I mean? So I'm like,
oh my God.
So I guess in the animal kingdom, I said, Lord, well, I guess in the animal kingdom, you telling me that I would be a hippopotamus then, you know? So, but I always like to ask people that question, like, because I believe that everything in life that is to be, we already are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a doctor right now. You just haven't been certified with the paperwork. Mm-hmm. You haven't went through the extensive training it is to be an eye doctor or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. But God has already put it in you. It's already there. Mm-hmm. So whatever we want to be in life is already in us. You know, and I believe that He put a piece of the animal kingdom in us as well. You know what I mean?
I want people to go watch Memoirs from the Truth docuseries, December 2021.
Absolutely.
It has a full-blown message. This was a awakening for me in a part of my life that started home. Okay. Home started everything to fuel this person that I am today. So get to know me. This is my version. I'm telling my story. I'm controlling my narrative. So.
Yeah, you have a trailer for it?
Yes, I do have a trailer.
Okay,
I'm actually about to launch it on my website. So you can find all this information on my website at www.mainstreamstyling.com. MAINSTREAMSTYLING.com. That's my company, Mainstream Styling LLC, Mainstream Styling Productions. I am the executive producer. I am the creative director. I am the script writer to this beautiful thing. So you can check out any of my events or anything I have going on. You can check that website. And you can check my Instagram at The Supreme Truth on Instagram.
Okay.
That has the link to everything. My website in the bio. It'll have the trailers. And it's, once again, we drop it on Amazon. Arthur was the head of photography.
Yes.
So I'm so glad he could come on a podcast and share his life, his story, his autobiography is coming out very soon. It's going to be amazing. We're going to definitely be at that book signing.
Oh, definitely. We definitely got to bring you back here to talk about that, bro.
We're going to definitely do it. He's going to have a podcast of his own, but I always bring my team with me that's in the same essence and energy.
Yes.
I'm giving light, love, and all that good stuff in a time where it seems very dark. We need this light. We need light.
We need it.
We need life.
Yeah.
So let's spread it.
I just want to give a shout out to Uprising TV. This they hat right here. It's the D from the African alphabetical letters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then on the side they say
Black owned, black operated.
Black owned, black operated history.
Okay. And where they located?
They got their own TV network.
Here in Michigan?
Mm-hmm. So
really?
They don't got a location. They just got the network online.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can look them up on Instagram at I was about to say WW, but you can look them up on Instagram at the uprising.tv.
The uprising.tv. We're gonna check them out for sure.
Uprising.tv.
And thank you again for having us. Like this is I love doing podcasts now because I'm free to be me, and you know what I'm saying. It is. I think podcasters are underrated because you guys really open the airway for people to listen to what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. And I appreciate you guys coming in with such awareness and consciousness and really opening the minds of the people that's listening to this. You know, because some people want to know how to become more conscious, or how to become certain things, and they have somewhere they can go, they can follow, and they can, if you have any questions, just tap into the websites and the links below, and you'll be able to connect with either one of these guys here. And yeah, man, I just love it. When I'm talking to my people and we're on that same wavelength, man, it's a beautiful feeling. You know what I mean? And just listening to your story, bro, and watching your demeanor and how you accepted it. See, most people, when you tell a story like this, they'll have an excuse. You didn't have an excuse. You said, well, no, I went to hit a lick. I thought it was going to be an easy lick, and the lick hit the lick. You know what I'm saying? And you knew you've accepted full responsibility of the action. Now it's time for the healing process. And you went through the healing process. And now as the process of going through that, now it's time to help some other people that was lost in that mind state that I was in. Man, I can relate to it, man. I appreciate you.
I didn't even tell you that wrapped in this copper is the bullet that paralyzed me.
Really?
Yeah, it's the actual bullet that hit my spine.
Wow.
Caused me to be paralyzed.
That's crazy. Now, what is that jewelry? Where did you get that from?
I have a guy that I shop with. His name is Mindful B. He's an alchemist, real tapped in. And what it is, it takes the negative energies that was put into the situation and recharges me with positive. So I take literally what was meant to destroy me and now recharge me and keep giving me strength.
Now it's used to build you up.
And the things we talk about, this is not new, or this is not anything. Erykah Badu has been talking about these type of things. You know what I'm saying?
Kendrick Lamar is on that same.
Kendrick Lamar is very in tune. Like these are not new techniques. They're just more accepted now in the open, and we are showing the truth in how that is working for us in our individuality, and us tapping into our genius level talent. And utilizing it to the best capability, which is to say it's okay to be different. And it's okay to say, I can get through this.
It's okay to be you.
Yes.
Be beautiful.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's mind-boggling how much people don't think for self. Their thinking is conditioned to some degree. You get what I'm saying? And when you truly think for self, it doesn't matter what anyone has to say. No kind of joke can really throw you off, because how I hear it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I can't be you. You can't be me.
Exactly.
When you think from that way, it doesn't matter what they say. I get so many I get complimented everywhere I go about my jewelry.
Man, I love it, man. It makes me want to get some of it. I want to get some. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to wear. See, I don't wear jewelry. See, I got the beads on. Right. Sister made me this out of Lux Collections from California. Friend of mine, and she did a bracelet for me too, but my grandson stole my bracelet. He took my bracelet. Well, he still he took it. He wanted to wear it. I gave it to him. But and I keep this one on, and it's got the lion head on it right here. So I'm tapping into and this got lava stones in it. It's got real lava stones. The lava stones are used, for abstracting negative energy and all that kind of type of stuff as well.
Yeah, you know. I got my little piece.
Yeah, so I want to keep
agate, my tiger's eye, my obsidian.
This is pyrite, and it's for wealth building and manifestation.
Now that's cool. I want one of those.
It's actually for repelling negative energy. It's a shield.
Yeah.
Pyrite is a shield. Yeah, and I have my tiger's eye, my agate, and my obsidian for focus, for strength, and for blocking negative energy.
And people don't understand the power. They don't understand the power that lies within the stones. That's within these stones. Like, and I think the reason why a lot of times we don't get connected to the earth like we used to in those times is because we wear shoes. You know what I'm saying? So back in those times, they didn't wear shoes. Mm-hmm. That's how they connected with the earth. It was a kinetic energy that went through the earth, through your body, through your feet.
Right. Yeah.
And that rubber soles, it blocks that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You're right.
So sometimes it's okay to take your shoes off and just stand out and just take a walk with no shoes on and get connected with the earth and walk along the land and feel.
We have to get back connected.
Yeah, we got to get back into that. I find myself doing that sometimes,
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I definitely do. Now,
the ground too hot out there now. I experienced that too when the ground was hot. I was like, oh,
I go at nighttime. I'm learning to adapt. It's hot in Vegas, but shoot, it ain't cold like Michigan.
Well, y'all got it, man. Y'all got it from us, man. What's the word? We back. You know what I'm saying? We got my girl Truth Supreme in the building. Y'all heard it from her. The breakdown of her name and the energy that she brought. You know what I mean? And she brought a great young talent with her, man. That's got a great vibe, great energy, great story. You know what I mean? So y'all tap in with them. You know what I'm saying? The links will be left below. Tap into them on Instagram. Go to the websites. You know what I'm saying? And right there down below. And connect with them because there's truly a connection there. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all as well, man. Thanks for coming.
Turn my headphones up. All right. Let's go. Yeah. I got money in my pocket and my wrist on freeze. All the places I go, everybody know me. I'm fresh. Yeah, baby, I'm fresh.